You need to hear this if you're curious about the darkest corners of the human mind. In the shadowy recesses of the human psyche lies a chilling enigma, the psychopath, a being seemingly devoid of empathy, remorse, and the capacity for genuine human connection. They move among us, often undetected, their true nature hidden behind a mask of normalcy. But what sinister forces conspire to create such individuals? Are they born into darkness, their destiny etched into the very fabric of their being? Or are they forged in the crucible of life, their humanity twisted and deformed by the searing flames of trauma and abuse? The question haunts us, a chilling whisper in the stillness of the night. The answer, it seems, is far more complex than we might imagine. It lies at the intersection of nature and nurture, where the intricate tapestry of genetics and environment intertwine to shape the human experience. To unravel this mystery, we must journey into the depths of the psychopathic mind, exploring the biological and environmental factors that contribute to its creation. Only then can we begin to understand the origins of evil and the true cost of its existence. Subscribe to Twisted Truths for more deep dives into the human psyche. Psychopathy, a personality disorder characterized by a profound lack of empathy and remorse, often manifests as a chilling detachment from the social contract that binds humanity. Psychopaths are often described as charming and charismatic, their superficial charm a tool used to manipulate and exploit others. They are skilled at deception, effortlessly weaving intricate webs of lies to achieve their goals. Their lack of empathy allows them to inflict pain and suffering without a flicker of conscience, their actions driven by a cold, calculating self-interest. Beneath the mask of normalcy, however, lies a chilling void. Psychopaths are incapable of experiencing genuine emotions such as love, guilt, or remorse. Their emotional range is shallow, their relationships transactional and devoid of true intimacy. They crave stimulation and excitement, often engaging in impulsive and risky behavior. Their disregard for rules and social norms often leads them into conflict with the law, their actions leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. The search for the origins of psychopathy leads us deep into the labyrinth of the human genome. Twin and family studies have consistently pointed to a strong genetic component to the disorder. These studies suggest that psychopathy, like many other personality traits, is influenced by a complex interplay of multiple genes, each contributing to the overall picture. Researchers have identified specific genes linked to emotional processing, impulse control, and aggression that appear to be implicated in the development of psychopathic traits. Brain imaging studies have revealed intriguing differences in the brains of psychopaths compared to neurotypical individuals. The amygdala, a brain region crucial for processing emotions, particularly fear and empathy, appears to be smaller and less active in psychopaths. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for planning, decision-making, and inhibiting impulsive behavior, also shows reduced activity and connectivity. These neurological variations may contribute to the emotional deficits, impulsivity, and lack of empathy that characterize psychopathy. Section 4, Scars of the Soul, the shaping hand of trauma. While genetics undoubtedly lays the foundation, it is the environment that sculpts the individual. Adverse childhood experiences, particularly abuse and neglect, have emerged as powerful risk factors for developing psychopathic traits. Children subjected to chronic trauma may develop a diminished capacity for empathy as a coping mechanism, their emotional development stunted by the constant threat of danger. Early exposure to violence can desensitize individuals to its effects, blurring the lines between right and wrong. Social rejection and isolation further compound the damage. Children who are ostracized and bullied may learn to manipulate and exploit others to fulfill their needs, their social development skewed by their experiences. Growing up in impoverished, chaotic, or violent environments can normalize antisocial behavior, making it more likely that individuals will engage in criminal activity and violence. Now, Section 5, a twisted tapestry weaving nature and nurture. The nature versus nurture debate, when it comes to psychopathy, is ultimately a false dichotomy. It is not a question of either or, but rather a complex interplay of both. Genetics may predispose an individual to certain traits, but it is the environment that determines whether those traits will be amplified or mitigated. A child born with a genetic predisposition for impulsivity and aggression may never exhibit psychopathic tendencies if raised in a loving and supportive environment. Conversely, a child with a less pronounced genetic predisposition may develop psychopathic traits if subjected to severe trauma and neglect. Imagine two seeds, both carrying the potential for darkness. One seed falls upon fertile ground. Nurtured by sunlight and rain, it flourishes into a beautiful flower. The other seed lands on barren soil, scorched by the sun and starved of nourishment. It withers and dies. So too is it with the human psyche. Genetics may plant the seed, but it is the environment that determines whether it will blossom into its full, terrible potential.